Hi there, welcome to another week of Counter-Strike game and skin market update. This is Skinomics2, and this video covers the 28th of October to 3rd of November. This was not a hugely eventful week for Counter-Strike, but we did see a couple other significant events happening in the world of sports. Rodri won the Ballon d'Or, whilst controversies brewed with Vinicius' disappointment. Faker also took home his 5th World Championship as T1 looks to build a new dynasty. The League of Legends final also broke the record for the most concurrent viewers in esports. Counter-Strike has some long way to go, with our last record set in the 2021 Stockholm Major. Now onto the Counter-Strike headlines of the week. Firstly, I want to bring another update to the Armory Pass items and their profitability. It has been 3.5 weeks since the items became tradable. Surprisingly, we are seeing prices of the items from the past rising again. The Elemental stickers topped the chart with a whopping 238% return on average. Even the Deagle saw higher ROI from the low of less than 35% last week, despite the quantity increasing to over 220,000. This wave of increases come from the fact that many players have not rebought passes as they finish them. The market acts in mysterious ways, but I do see prices going back down to below 100% ROI eventually, given the collections are here to stay for a while. Next, I wanted to talk about the fake Hal craft which I covered last week. This week, the craft gained even more popularity as people began to make it on any skin with a plain surface. The converter skin from the original craft idea continued to climb in price, more than tripling from 1 month ago. Let's move on to charms. This week, Gabe Follower shared some of his discoveries from the game codes, which included files hinting at the possibility of team charms being introduced in the major in a few weeks. Whilst the most probable outcome is what he suggested, templated charm tags with team logos, I still hope for clean charms featuring edgeless team logos instead. However, if these charms do get released, it is unlikely that my hopes will be realized, as the 2021 agent patches were exactly as Gabe Follower had predicted. Finally, let's look at our weekly craft idea. This week's idea is an evil creature, made using Boom Trail glitter stickers and the Chomper sticker. All you have to do is place multiple Boom Trail glitters to begin with, make sure one sticks out at the front, then simply place the Chomper sticker over the Boom Trail glitter at the front. Taking a look now at the skins market. Unfortunately, we saw a 0.44% decline in the pool of skins I used to represent it. The good news is that we are not seeing any sort of crash. It is just slow market correction in anticipation for the major. Moving on to trade volume. On Buff, we continue to see a decline this week in trade volume. This is not good news. However, I will not be concerned just yet, as people in China have a very positive sentiment towards the Shanghai Major that is upcoming. A similar case of decline can be seen for CS Float, although much less pronounced. CS Flow has established its market position in the Western Hemisphere quite substantially. Thanks again to iTrade.gg for providing this data. I have also included an affiliate link in the pinned comment for some free stickers, although I do want to clarify that this is not a sponsorship. Now, let's break the skin market movements down into categories. Starting off with knives and gloves, we saw most items in this category barely move this week, which is neither here nor there. Higher tiered weapon skins enjoyed mixed results, as we saw mixed sentiments towards the older collection skins. Agent skins were the biggest contributor to the market decline this week, with Rixor falling by over 12%. This is significant, but still less than the movements of last month. Last but not least, we saw affordable weapon skins showing no movement on average this week. Moving on, player numbers have remained steady this week as expected. Case unboxings have not changed from last week, as some players are still dwelling over the Armory Pass. Despite the steady unboxing numbers, we saw most case prices jump this week. The original weapon case led the charge, with a 3.49% increase. A similar phenomenon extends to the non-active case prices as well. Of note, the Revolution case has increased by over 40% in the past few weeks, as we see more demand for the gloves within, which includes the Vice gloves. Let's now take a peek at this week's biggest winners and losers. We have a head scratcher this week. The UMP Neo Noir, which trades up to the Gold Tooth, sits at the top of the losers list, whilst the Gold Tooth itself sits within the winners list. These two skins are both from the gallery case, which is new and unstable in price, but this is nevertheless quite a weird occurrence. Other than that, we saw the Deagle heat treated at the top of the winners list. This is as expected given what we discussed earlier about the Armory Pass as a whole. Moving on to the top trades of the week. The top trades for both Buff and CS Float were very mundane this week. On Buff, the list was made up of 3 Emerald Butterflies, which is the highest priced liquid item. And then on CS Float, we saw the top 3 being a rainbow of gemstone butterflies, which is again quite boring. So now we'll go forward to game news. There were 3 updates to the game this week, with the biggest goal of improving jumping accuracy. 3 Clips Philip had made an interesting video in depth on this topic, so I will not go into detail. The update on the 29th also included a Simpson reference for I have to go, my planet needs me, which is a funny reference to the following glitch which I found to be quite humorous. Moving on now to the pro scene. G2 has won the Blast Premier World Final just before the upload of this video. There were quite a few surprising results throughout this tournament. Na'Vi crashed out of the tournament in last place, whilst Liquid managed to lose against FaZe 2 maps to 1 despite winning the first map 13-0. We also saw the Thunderpick World Championship advance to the final stage, with a $500,000 prize up for grab between Mongols and Heroic at the time of this upload. In other pro scene news, Saw signed on Golden as its new head coach, and the broadcasting team has been finalized for the Shanghai Major. A glaring omission for me is Freya, although rumors have it that it is because her wage demands are higher than some of the other less known talents. Please like, share and subscribe, as well as check out my Discord server. On that bombshell, that was all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!